Today, we're exploring why retail investors should think twice and say no before diving into private investment vehicles like REITs and private funds. Please keep in mind that none of this is financial advice. Please talk to your certified financial advisor before making any changes to your investment plan or diving into any investment decisions. All right, so it's become very fashionable these days for throwing around terms like private credit, private market early investments, and angel investments for ultra high net worth individuals. It's a notion all the same, and I'm here to squash those notions. And my position is that everyday investors, read everyone, should stay away from private illiquid investments at all costs. This stance was even more solidified when I read some of Jason Zweig, one of my favorite columnists' work from the Wall Street Journal around private investments. There are three stories that help build this hypothesis. The first one is around college endowments in the US, and they're underperforming even the standard index funds. And this has been the story for all large universities. Talk about the Yales, the Princetons, the Harvards, the UCal systems. All of them have underperformed the market because back in the 70s and 80s, Yale had a very successful investment record investing in private markets. But I don't think anyone else has been able to replicate it ever since, including Yale. So if Harvard and Yale can't make illiquids work, why do you think we can be successful? The second story is around BREIT and the REIT illusion. Blackstone introduced a product called the Blackstone REIT, which is called BREIT, and promised steady returns from real estate, but hid the real risks. The redemptions were gated, and when there were too many investors trying to pull out, they ran into issues. The NAV, which is the net asset value, is decided by the managers and not by the market, creating a pricing illusion. All of these looks very stable in paper, but the illiquidity and the liquidity mismatches tell a completely different story. So if you can't exit a product when you want to, why is it actually a retail product in the first place? Story number 3 is around 401ks entering a dangerous zone. New US regulations might actually allow 401ks to be investing in private equity and private credit markets. This means that your retirement assets could be locked in illiquid, opaque assets. Wall Street anyways would bid with fees, but investors are the ones who are going to be bearing the liquidity risk. NAVs in private markets are very murky. You may not even know what your 401k is worth at the end of the day. This could turn out to be America's largest retirement tool converted to a leveraged guessing game. So the call to action here is to stay informed, demand transparency and accurate market pricing before investing in any of these exotic vehicles. Better still, avoid them altogether.